Hey guys, how's it going? And today we are again on lead code with another problem that is combination sum 2. So we are given a combination of candidate numbers and a target number. Find all unique combination and in candidates where candidate numbers sum to the target. Okay, each number in the candidates may only be used once in the combination. The solution set must not contain duplicate combinations. So we are given a list of candidates here, and we need to find how many candidate from here sum up to our target. So we need to return all these combinations in another list. So for solving this problem, we can do one thing. We can sort this candidates array, and once we have a sorted candidate array, we can traverse each element, and we will have a choice whether to take that element or not. So we can take the element and we can skip that element and move through to the forward, and this way we will try to move ahead, and once we reach the target, then all the values that we have consumed along the way, we will just add it into a vector, and then again continue the same recursion process. So uh, let us start our code. First of all, what we will do here is sort our candidate array. So sort candidates dot begin and candidates. So once we have sorted our array, we can call a recursive function. Let us name it as find candidate, and in that function will pass the parameters. First of all, the candidates array itself, and then the target value. Also we will give the index value which we will be traversing. Then we will give the current vector that in which we will hold the values that we have consumed to reach our target, and also another vector that will be of vector of int, where we will store our list of candidates at the end to return. So we'll name it as answer, and then we will pass it to our function, and at the end we will just return this answer. So let us define our function also. Find candidate, which we will call recursively. So find candidates, and the first is a vector int ampersand. Let us take it as it is. Then we will have int target. Also, then we have int index. Then we have a vector of integer. Name it as current. The next we have is vector of answer, and we will take it as reference so that it doesn't copy itself again and again when we call the function. This is fine. Now we'll handle the base conditions first. If the target becomes 0 while traversing our values from our candidates, then we will just add the values that we have consumed. So answer dot push back current. So current will hold all the candidate that that have sum up to our target, and if while summing all it up, if the target has become 0, then we have reached the list of candidates that are required. So we'll just push it back to the answer, and then return. We'll have another case. It may happen that we don't find it and our target becomes less than 0. So in that case, we'll just return. And the next part here comes where we will give a choice whether we want to consume value or not. And uh, for that, what we will do, we'll just traverse through all the list of candidates. So int I is equals to index, and I is less than candidates dot size. So for all the candidates, we'll traverse them, and if it is the initial value, we'll just give a condition here to avoid the solution having duplicate combinations. So if it is the first index value, or uh, the other condition as the candidates of I is not equals to candidate of I minus 1. So that our uh, the list of values that we have doesn't become duplicate. So for this, we add these two conditions, and then we'll just go inside our condition and add the current candidate into our vector current dot push back candidates dot I. Now once we have consumed that candidate, means the target is being we have reduced the target with the value that is being held inside this candidates of I. So we'll call the function again, find candidate, and this will have candidates vector and the target minus candidates of I, since we have already consumed this one. And then we will have I plus 1, move ahead to the next value, and then we will have the next parameter is the current. So current vector, the next parameter is the answer vector itself. And once we have called our function, at the end, what here we will do this thing, current dot pop back. So this is to choose that element and move forward, and this is the choice where we will do not choose that element and move forward. So we have finished. Let us run. Okay, so we missed a comma here. Let us run. Also, this will be equals to. Let us submit our code also. So our code has been accepted. If you like my solution, then please subscribe to my channel. Or if you have any other solution or a better suggestion, then please put it in comment box. Thank you for watching.